your eyes twinkle. Microphone tick.
Welcome. This is your favorite or soon to be favorite hip hop podcast. This is the No Hidden Agenda, episode number 142. And I'm feeling good out here, and I hope that you are feeling good. And if you're not, I'm hoping to change that the next few hours, man. I'm with the gang here. The gang is lit, but then I'm gonna, introduce the main gang first. I'm with Benzo. My heater is out here, looking at laptops like he's like some IT guy.
IT support.
Why am I putting on my IT support then?
I'm the young thug.
And it's Dirk also on the thing.
Yeah.
That is funny. We should.
But to take like
Free
a
young
good
Dirk,
pick.
man, why I said. And I got my nigga teaser, _T.
Come on, tunes I like.
And
Come on.
hey, man,
Hey.
Temi and Lillard is out there. He's still shooting.
Bro, I'm about to shoot at you, bro. The
Hey.
old IT, I remember it was the guys behind the Hempetsama comes, Joe.
And those guys never missed. Those guys were always like proper. That time, fair to network was proper.
I actually hate
all the
fashionistas,
time.
bro. Them niggas took Macams out of the
It was high end.
We no longer buy clothes from Macams.
Hey, yo, man. Markham was high-endish and some
Shit was not Uzi, dog.
Dog. Like,
same.
as a Markham's nigga, you could shit on an Uzi nigga. Now, hey,
See what's up,
Zaka. Hey, but you already know, man. How you guys been doing, man? Like,
I'm nice. I almost died yesterday.
damn,
But
what?
I'm lucky to be alive. I'm blessed. I feel blessed. Yeah, I'm out here.
Wait, what do you mean? What the fuck happened?
Drugs, bro.
Oh, my word.
So I think.
Wait, you almost OD'd.
I fainted.
Oh, shit.
Wait, you
I
heard
collapsed.
this for the podcast, right?
Huh?
It's the first time you tell this story.
No, because I don't know.
No, well,
No, but this
I
was
told the
yesterday.
niggas I came with, there was never an opportunity to be like,
Yeah,
guys,
what
I
happened?
almost
So
died.
what happened? Take us. Yeah.
So I was doing my regular drugs, alcohol, weed.
You don't have to mention the regular drugs, don't worry.
Huh?
You don't have to mention the regular drugs in
Okay.
case.
I,
fans understand.
I'm all about like
Ah,
transparency,
okay.
Get
Over the counter.
to
OTC
know
drugs.
your thingy, yours.
Yo, and that's how we started the whole Benzo thing, actually.
Yeah, I like it.
Dude, I like it too.
Yeah. If I die from cocaine, they are lying. These are my regular drugs.
Thank you.
So I was doing weed. So the baby was like, nah, put that shit in the hubly. I put it, and then I hawked the hubly. Then I became dizzy. Then I go to the door to collect delivery. Then I collapsed at the door.
While you were picking up the delivery.
So he was still outside. Like, I heard the thing, the scooter outside. I'm like, let me go wait for him.
Those are the last sounds you heard.
Get there to the door. I'm feeling dizzy. I lean against the door. Next thing, I'm waking up from the ground. I'm like, damn.
You're still alone.
Mm-mm.
Niggas woke you up. Or
It was with
just
nobody.
do no
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
She
She
checked
panicked.
pulse, I'm assuming, you know.
No. By the time she got to me, I was
Did she
like,
get
ah.
to do CPR? No need.
No.
Oh, so you had a blackout.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are trash.
I got to the heaven. They're like, you're not on the on the thing.
On the
Guest
guest
list.
list, go back.
I go back. So yeah, I feel blessed.
At least you
To
didn't
be
go to
alive.
hell. still have a second chance for me.
You're like, if I keep it like this, then I'm good. All the years that you have left in your
Yeah.
life, you should just keep on doing what you are doing.
So there's no need for church. Nah.
Seemingly. This is where all of this was going.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not disagreeing, but I don't want my. I don't want my.
I saw
thinking,
Madiba there by the fence.
but-
I'm like, yo.
was outside.
Yeah. I saw Madiba. I didn't see Elizabeth. I don't know. Maybe she went to the bathroom.
They didn't even get onto the shuttle to heaven. Like, it was like, nah. Don't even
Yeah,
qualify for the
so
shuttle.
I just made assumptions. Colonialism. Just qualified it.
But besides you almost dying, you've changed jobs also.
Yeah, man, a lot of changes.
I feel
that's why.
with every episode you have to like announce that you have a new job.
No, man, like I've been like doing well. I had like a 3 and 10 months run in my previous job.
Oh, you were actually when you started on the pod, you like formal.
Yeah.
Well, before you became like not the substitute teacher. Like when you became formal.
Oh, when I was employed here.
Yes.
Oh,
when you
yeah.
send your UIF documents,
Yeah. I still haven't received a lot of-
you're actually working where you were working. So you've changed jobs and shit because I feel as if all of that does also kind of give context to, even though there's also other shit that has not been said, give context to like the late release of like, yeah, we haven't been recording. It's actually not been, and I think I'm mentioning this because Sliqe has actually hit me up. Like, he was like, yo,
Who?
yo, Sliqe.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, yo niggas good. I'm like, hey, yo, actually, this is the first time where someone has actually made me have to explain. I'm like, but the team is good. Like, us as the team, we good. It's just that, personally, so much shit has been happening week after week that has, like, hindered us from recording.
Maybe we should shit about the game, eh? They're not doing their job.
I mean, there's
We can't even take a month off.
there's also that.
Yeah?
There's also that. It's like why we it's like listen to other people, bro. Like they're not giving you the good shit.
Hey.
But hey, man, like it is what it is. But Teaser, how you been, man?
I'm easy, bro. I'm easy.
You
so
dope?
it's a full house here, eh?
Yeah, man. Like I hope you guys are gonna be able to at least maybe see some photos or some shit. But like it's a whole thing, yeah. And for me, it is the energy that I think I didn't request, but it's the energy that was needed for today's recording, man. Like it's been a minute.
Let me poke on you, bro. Unlike this rain, bro.
You don't like
It
this
was
rain?
a long week full of rain, full of fucking skies, and like it's
Okay.
dark. I know why y'all like rain.
Inkinga yami ngokuthanda istrad. Like me,
I'm a
I like
street
rain
lover.
because I'm here. Like it's like, yo, it's rainy. I'm like, you know that I've been excited this week that it's been raining, and I'm like, oh my lawn is gonna be good.
Extreme word, dog.
Okay, maybe other people want to take it like some other way.
No, but I literally mean I actually just prefer clear skies. Bro.
But the thing is, part of you, this is what I needed. Part of you liking clear sky does
Yeah,
go with
I
you
can
being
go out.
outside. You know,
Mastrata.
like, even if you don't, you like it so that like you have the option.
Yeah, I
with
kind of like the rain during the week, but clear the weekend, bro.
exactly. You see, you see what I'm saying?
if I made it in heaven, I was gonna deliver the message like yo.
Shit. You should
God.
have left with the bouncer.
He'd be like, yeah,
You should
tell
have
God.
with, yo, I know the focus is tomorrow, but please tell him to just cancel that. We got a recording. Since I'm going back, we got a recording, and then you fumbled.
But it was a short trip, so just got important stuff through only.
I mean, we won't even ask you what was the real shit that like you went through. But otherwise, Caesar, man, like in general life, though, you been good.
Yeah. No, in general, we're good, man. We're good. It's been a long year. I was telling the guys from Business Agenda I'm on leave. I don't want to do any work.
You're like, yo,
I'm booked from I think the 12th till the 11th January. So like it's
so
been
a whole month.
It's been a long year, yeah. So
Damn, so you have pre-season.
yeah, I was even telling niggas, they were saying, "Are we gonna watch World Cup?" I'm like, "Fuck World Cup." That's how tired I am, bro. Like, fuck all of that.
You're like, I'm gonna catch the games that I catch.
Yeah.
But it's like,
Yeah,
those are not my plans right now.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel you.
I hate it so much, but you know, like not complaining about knees and shit. You know, like, we're growing, bro.
Hey, yo, dog.
Yeah.
By the way, this is not the reason we've not been recording. Knees are not the reason we've not been. Next thing now, they're like, you're the old man pod.
Cash, we're not in the same league, but.
Next thing now.
Oh, by the way, we actually have a challenge.
Yeah?
We have a soccer challenge, right? The NHA media against Nico and them. So they want to challenge us on soccer.
Yeah.
Why am I only hearing this on a
Last week,
recording?
it happened
I
last
only heard it last week.
We were at the funeral last week, you know. So yeah, shout out to
Shout out to
Dala, you
Dala.
know.
Shout out to Tyler. Shout out
Yeah,
to Tyler.
It's crazy. It's crazy. He lost his moms, but
Yeah,
so we're there
actually,
and
yeah.
whatever, and then yeah, look, you know.
Okay, no, don't worry, don't worry. I'm always here.
So we have a
Always
challenge.
out
We have a
here.
challenge.
I'm always out here.
I'm
I've
looking
been
forward to
waiting
it.
for
I think we
yes.
can beat them,
Yeah, we can beat them.
but we're gonna have Tabi, Cash, Maz, and the team. So yeah, we might need to prep.
And an apparent Zidane. An apparent Zidane. You forgot that Zidane is now a coach.
And you didn't wear number 7.
So it,
Yeah.
Mbappe. Tag Mbappe. Nah, we can't Mbappe. Oh my word.
Atazwani.
So we
So
still
we have
even
a
need to
challenge.
get our nicknames right. Damn.
Oh, yeah. But I like
Yeah.
that. I like that.
Yeah.
We're gonna beat them.
Because, man, for me, I think like shit like that excites me because it speaks to. We always say this, even in social media. I think they say this, like we become adults and then there's like so much to do in our personal shit that we forget the small joyous things that we used to just do. Like it's not like we're playing for something, whatever, but we're just all excited that we want to be playing soccer. Mang uzoshaya ubani ngeshibobo, mizoshaya ibani ngetsamaya. Mang's gonna score 2 goals. We're gonna then afterwards sit there, drink and speak about it. Yeah, I want to go. Like those simple things, dog. I feel as if in adult life we take them.
Take
not
a
that-
back seat somehow.
like they take a back seat, and I believe that when we keep on feeling like we are trying to find ourselves, we're just really trying to find that little joy.
Is this women's, man?
The relax,
But anyway.
yo. But it is like these little joys that we are trying to find because it was like the simpler time where you didn't have to think that I'm a man and I have to enjoy 1, 2, and 3. It was all just about, yo, I enjoyed this or this or this or this. So I think in us trying to find that more, it will end up even.
Can't afford to lose, bro.
It will end up feeling.
I can't afford to lose to
that
Nico.
part, that part I was about to say. That nigga fucking was the Kaizer Chiefs shared wherever it goes. I can lose to that motherfucker.
Who's that?
Nico.
Nico. No, he talks too much.
That
Wanna
nigga.
shut him
You
up.
talk smack.
Yeah.
You can't lose to Nico.
Yeah, I can't lose to
Okay, this nigga's like stopped my captain's
who's
speech.
gonna be our
so
goalkeeper between Maza,
Smuda.
Cash, and Tabi?
We're gonna hire Smuda.
Tabi.
Are you gonna
Tabi.
put Tabi and Maza inside?
No. Let's
Well, think
Hey.
Tabi will be the keeper.
Hey.
But I've seen Miser play.
Nah.
Yeah.
Where?
At Stanley. He came through. He played with her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he plays.
You are our
Just
scouts. then.
stamina.
We only have your report. As the
Yeah.
scout, we only have your report.
Yeah, but like also, he hasn't been playing in a while.
Now
He rise.
we'll take the most recent report. We won't look at what year it came because now if I had to pull up my report,
They're also not looking so good.
Yeah.
thank. But in
I
the
was
webcam,
So yeah,
we will win because we've came.
So I was telling them that we'll play them, but it's a practice to go play against another podcast.
Yeah.
They
They didn't like that.
Let's innovate the industry, eh?
Yeah.
Well done. Well done. We're
The
doing this
dojo
shit,
and
man.
all of them.
We're doing this
We're
shit.
not
They
scared
need
of
to prepare.
nobody.
Nobody.
Even the niggas up.
But yo, man, let's get into.
Scoop told us. Eh?
Yeah, Scoop.
Wow. Hey, yeah, man.
Allegedly.
Like, we just wanna put out last shout out to Ubanele. I'm sure you guys, some of you have heard us talk about Ubanele, who edit some of our videos, pictures, and everything. And we used to tell you guys that like he lives all the way in Durban, and in him living all the way in Durban, he's actually right here, right now, live with us at the fucking recording.
What's good, dude? Hey!
I'm dope. What's good, my
Let's
nigga?
go with you, bro.
Nah, I'm dope, man. Like,
soft,
nice. I see you
bro.
rocking the merch.
Wait, I'm working here, bro.
You gotta-
I'm telling you.
You had to gotta put in the work.
I gotta put in for the team, you know.
Nah,
every time.
man. Thank you very much, man,
appreciate
for pulling up. And
Steals.
thank you for everything that you've done for us. Just say you've said hi to me. You've said hi to the gang. Just say hi to the people, man.
What's up to the people? Hello.
You already know, man. Thank you very much. Shout out to
Away.
you, my dog.
Easy,
Shout
Inja.
out to you. And last but not least, on my personal shit, I'm dope.
We always forget to ask you, know.
I know. It's like these days. I just,
Sliqe, he will not forget.
Yeah.
just know.
Hey,
I just know. I just have to be like, oh, to the A mic now. Just say how you were. You know, like after asking everyone. But yeah, man, like.
Good, Maji.
I'm dope, man. I'm dope. I've not been dope. But it's been. I feel like in this podcast, actually, we've kind of spoken about this before because it happened while we were recording. Like, one lady was like admitted a couple of weeks ago. So like we were dealing with that. So mental health issues. Like I'm saying we are dope because like now we're in like a much better space. You know, like she's much better. I'm much better. I'm dealing with shit much better. And yeah, like, but that's some of the crazy shit that's been happening, man. Like it's been, oh, actually, let me just share the story. Sorry if you listen to this and you want to hear hip hop. I got a call from Captain last week. Either this previous week that's ending now with the recording or late that other week. Got a call from Captain. It was just like trying to check up on me because he saw a couple of things, you know, like we got each other's connect. And I actually realized on the call with him that I had not actually verbatim told people what had been happening. Because when I then started like just telling him and I'm telling him what had happened before that even and whatever and it's like, oh shit, so it's a pile up.
I didn't know.
I'm like, God damn. Like that's when it hits me also that's why you are feeling like this. It's not because of this last thing that happened. It's actually because you've been existing in 3-4 weeks of dealing with every 3-4 days. There's an incident that you have to deal with mentally. Like whether it's with you, whether it's with your family, whether it's with your friends, whether there's just
It's all
been
on
a
you, for the most part.
constant, yes, because I love that you said that because it builds up to be that in the brain. Even if you don't see it as that, now I'm saying this for someone who's listening to also see it. Even if it's not registering itself as that, it might register itself as being overwhelmed. But it's actually it's all on me. And once it's that, it is going to become overwhelming. It is, you're not speaking to anyone. You're not telling your boys simple things that actually could even be solved to try and lessen the stress. And that's how shit builds up. But I'm better. I'm feeling good. I feel like I've before then and the recording spoken to a few niggas also like things are looking up, man.
And she's here, so she's good.
So
you
you guys can see also.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just that, and me just on the huge positive front though. Besides like feeling okay, I'm like looking forward to my birthday.
Yeah.
Like I'm really looking forward to it. Like I always say this for me. Yes, it's the birthday, you're being born, whatever. But also for me, it becomes a very dope time just to celebrate.
Can I tell you what
Yeah.
I did? Because we're the same age, you know. You're turning 33, right? So I also did this year. So my theme for the whole year up until my next birthday was just go double on everything. If it's the problem, go double side. If it's the positive, go double
Or
up.
double. Yeah.
Because it's 33, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
You can't enjoy it much better because, like, a good moment, you actually have it twice.
Yeah.
If it's bad, have it twice so that you get out of your system as well. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah.
because also low key, I feel like the bad shit already knows how to double itself. So it already kind of feels double.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
yo, you gotta do like
Now you
more
gotta
hard
double up
work
on
on
the
the
excitement.
positive
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's like when it hits this side,
Yeah,
it already
it's-
feels.
It's
like-
already
you
double.
see how we're talking
Yeah,
about piling up?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like now when the positive comes,
Yeah.
it'll be coming up for all
Yeah.
that pile up. So it's
Yeah.
like, aye, triple
Yeah.
entendre, don't
So,
even ask
so
me how.
have 2 parties, 2 cakes, 2 gifts,
Yeah.
whatever you want. Like have
And
double of it.
also this year is finally the year. Is finally the year. For my birthday, I'm getting myself a Tuesday.
Issue. Are we there now?
I'm like, yo,
Eh? If you do say so yourself.
if I do say so myself, my boy, I'm telling you this year, and I'll take a picture and send it to all of my niggas, send it all to
No,
groups.
when we were there, 2 parties.
Eh?
He said 2 parties. Why
No,
you said
but you also gotta say no. The Tuesday won't be for the party. it'll be
How?
For me.
Okay.
Let's get into deuces.
I am not saying there won't be a Tuesday for the party.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying for my birthday, I'm getting myself a Tuesday. Myself a Tuesday.
Alright.
You know? Yeah. But yeah, those are kind of things that like also keep me very positive, keep me very hyped. And I'm like, yo, I'm really looking forward to my birthday this year, man. And there's the other vibe, Valley, which will be that weekend for our
No.
nigga.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
I know the niggas will be around.
Yeah.
I told Joe is like, yeah, I'm taking leave on Monday then. I'm like, yeah, Monday is my birthday after the shits, my nigga. So
yeah.
let's do this. So
Oh, shit, yeah.
I'm
most
I'm
gonna
very
take it.
I'm very hyped about like life. So I'm trying to feel less
Yeah.
I'm
Double up, double up,
I'm
double up
even
on
huffing on the
Yeah.
bed
Yeah, well, let's double
and
up on that.
tripling
Yeah.
on the other,
Come
man.
on.
But yeah, man,
Let's
let's
go.
pick some hip hop. Everyone is good. My homies, y'all good out there. Y'all seem good. Y'all seem good.
Yeah.
Mazadan seem good.
Cam,
Hey,
Cam
that's
is
what I
back.
got the
Cam
one
is back
text.
in Joburg.
Cam is out here, man. Cam is back in Joburg.
Finally back to
And I think,
civilization.
nah, but I think we did the Cam is back in Joburg episode.
Yeah.
That's where he fell.
Oh, yeah. That's
I
true.
remember it because that is when
That's true.
that is when he fell, man. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. I'm with my homies, and I think if you've listened to us long enough, you're gonna realize that if you haven't recorded for long, you're gonna get this buffer at the beginning because just a young catch up, just to get where everybody's been vibing at, you know. But I think I wanna go to the boy DJ Sliqe. The boy DJ Sliqe dropped Champion Music 2,
Tunsa like.
and I don't know. Am I the best person to introduce this?
Tunsa like. Hey,
Seems like I'm not.
Clutch at the buzz.
hey. Nah, man.
Hey,
The boys are champions for real, bro.
I like the chemistry.
And it's crazy because I probably won stay for
For the whole thing.
the whole recording.
Yeah.
But I think it's actually quite
Kyrie.
important to kind of notice. Like, so Matlera's album, because you know we haven't been recording in a while.
Yes.
It's quite difficult to pack it in one. But
Yes.
Matlera's album was left. I kind of liked it. Personally, I was expecting that. You know, when you've been rapping for so long, and you've been rapping and you're rapping and you're rapping, and when your album comes, you're like, let's do less rapping, more singing, more melody, more.
Yeah. More
you know what I mean?
concepts.
Yeah.
More, like less concentrating on. Like,
You know I can rap.
I mean, he has
Yeah.
arguably one of the verses of the year. So
Yeah,
it's
he
like
ha-
he
he
didn't
has
do
verse of the year.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't do that. I can't what you say.
Yeah, he has verse of the year, you know, to me at least.
Me
So then for him to then like come back with champion music and then they do this,
So with Champion Music, is it more than?
he's rapping, bro. Like,
Yeah, let's go.
like it's almost
So-
like why don't you go to Matlero? You know that Matlero, you're gonna hear Matlero rapping.
Yeah.
But if you go to Matlero, you're gonna hear him reflect and
Door to
it's nice. But like, and for me, bro, I wanted to clear it up. We've always wanted Sliqe to do this. Like we've been seeing niggas at the studio.
Also, you've always
Instagram
called
Live.
Sliqe.
Sliqe, I mean, yeah, Sliqe.
Sliqe.
Yeah, I know DJ Sliqe.
And even back then, when like you were going back to the conversation where even then you were calling him Sliqe, and I'm like, yo,
It's
like,
because
yeah,
he must
man,
come. He
Sliqe,
must
man.
come to the pod.
Yeah, true. Because Sliqe has been to the pod.
Yeah. So yeah, like it was good to finally hear the music. It sounds like it wasn't all of it. Probably they kept some songs
I
because
think
he's
so.
had so many studio sessions.
Yeah.
So many people. But yeah, I was happy with it, bro. I was happy with Champion music too.
It is dope. I like the chemistry between 25 and Matlera.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, hey man, 25 is dangerous.
I don't know if somebody told 25 like just go a bit faster. Like he was a bit slow.
He did switch up, right? He
He
did switch up. Yeah, he
and
has
now
been-
on every verse he's a bit
Yes.
faster.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to.
Yeah.
So I listen to podcasts on 1.25.
Oh.
Like everybody's generally slow, including myself.
Yes,
Like-
yes. Because people are just speaking. Yeah, true.
And also like I'm trying to rush to the point.
You are very impatient.
So,
I know you.
So like yeah. So so it's quite nice to hear him become faster.
So it's like he's rapping at that speed before you
Personally,
actually.
I like it so much.
Yeah.
I'm like it's making him. I know Matlera has MVP for the year, to me at least.
Yeah.
But like 25 is high up there. He doesn't have as many verses as Matlera.
Yeah.
You know what
But
it
like,
is?
man, 25's verses because of the switch. Man.
Again, can I please make it? Because for me, again, it's the NBA reference. Because I think this is what I hate about like regular fans who don't like put things in perspective like you. Because they're always like, okay, he's number one, he's number two, he's number one. And I'm like, no, someone else is having a sophomore season and someone else is having a debut season. So, in terms of how the spotlight is like, it's different. And once they realize that the spotlight is different, they do different things. You can't win Rookie of the Year and then in your second year play like a rookie. You should play more reserved as if you've learned more things, because a rookie is supposed to be the guy who's putting it all out on the court. He's like trying to get every rebound. He's like your energy is like too fast. Now the NBA coaches come and be like, yo, you're a great basketballer, but you're gonna need to play for 34 minutes here. And you're gonna need to play at a high level for 34 minutes. And how you play is not sustainable. So now decrease this, but it's actually gonna make you a better player. Instead of making you a worse, you're gonna do less. It's like it's the concept of doing less but getting more.
Yeah.
So I think with 25K,
His
he's
sophomore
more
is nice.
in that.
Yeah.
In that, I'm more settled now. I'm more relaxed. I need to do what I gotta do.
I like it, man.
Instead of like a McLaren who, not that he needed to do that, but it's like it's more expected from someone who's having his breakout here.
It's actually
like,
interesting
you know?
because Matlera is almost like he knows what to do from the get-go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
25
development.
is,
Yes, and that's another thing with 25 is you see him learning it. Like even from McLaren himself,
Yeah.
you see, I'm sure he gets a lot of game from that cool game.
Yeah.
Like he'll be there and catching up on some shoot. Oh damn!
Yeah.
Oh damn! You don't need to, cause like for example, there's McLaren verses this year that maybe some people who are not as clued up know, because he gave some verses to some lesser known people, for example. And that is part of the chain.
Yeah.
Whereas at 25, after coming out of that successful debut, you're no longer giving verses to anyone.
But
You are not that you won't give people who are lesser known, but it's no longer you now know that because of how hot you became, other people are kind of also looking at you as a tastemaker.
Yeah.
Besides only protecting your brand, you also now listening to, or do I believe that you got something for me to give you a verse? Not just that I know I'm gonna spit the dopest verse on this beat. You see, like it becomes a lot of those decisions where that's why I'm able to still give like a 25K to say, as much as in the public eye it might not seem you are having the same year as a Maclera, as a sophomore guy, you are actually, for me, playing in the same field as a Maclera. And he's actually benefiting so much from you not trying to be a debut artist again, from you just having that sophomore energy, you know?
Yeah, I was doing a lot of layups and stuff, you know, which was dope. Like the chorus, the Damian Lillard, Trey Blazer chorus was dope. Sliqe, not Sliqe. It's this is what he wanted to achieve with his first drop, the first Champions. Yeah, it's dope, but it didn't catch like this one. Yeah.
Because this one also kind of felt like it caught before it even dropped.
Also, this one makes us look at 25 and Madlera like, hey, is that a duo?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a perfect duo.
Then you throw in that sprinkle of Blake there.
Yeah,
it's like
mesh.
It's
Some mesh beats there.
Mesh beats.
Yeah, I think we need to speak to Sliqe, man. Like, and I think for me, I think I'm on this podcast saying that there's a movement there.
Yeah.
It is.
And I kept on saying, I'm like, hey, yo, because sometimes
didn't he cancel on us? He did.
Sliqe.
It's probably the right time to do it now. Yeah.
Probably is the best time. Actually, it will be a dope December closing interview. Yeah. So, like, for me, I feel like it translates so much because it was during a time because of Maclera. So this starts off with 25K album that year. And then Maclera, obviously, I've been on the ground with him.
Bro,
and
MVP.
then
Madlera's MVP.
What then happens is it leads me to following 25K and Maclera more on the socials. Next thing, I'm catching these random lives. Like they like going live.
Yeah,
on IG.
This is my piano. They took my piano.
Yeah.
Shit.
So
guys used to do that. Preview their songs during lockdown. My piano overtook everybody during lockdown because of lives.
Yeah.
And I feel like those boys were able to replicate that because
it was actually in the hip hop it was Blakey who started first.
Yeah.
Because like Blakey would make a song live, not even like preview it, like make a song.
Make it.
Yeah, and ask the people to name the song. And then they were asking that song on that live, when is it dropping?
He just didn't have his glow up.
Yeah.
Oh, so that means then, if you then look at the mentality, that's where the mentality comes from. Because Blakey, in almost all the DJ Sliqe lives that I've seen in the past 4 or 5 months, Blakey is there. Because it's always in the crib with like Sliqe. And then now and again, you see 25, you see Clara, you see all of them there. That's why I kind of knew that something was going to come. I remember when I was saying that I'm seeing a movement, even in their performances, they're put together, ganjan. But for them to then end up being able to like put together something like this, I feel as if a lot of people who've been in those lives, you already have fans of the tape from that.
Yeah, man. DJ Sliqe tried, gents. He tried. He was trying to represent Joburg, man. Believe it, bro. Pretoria has it. We'll try again 2023, bro.
Yeah.
But on the music front, it did well. I heard you. We can't leave with that.
I'm just saying, we just say.
Yeah, but we can't end with that.
Yeah, we just say what it is, man.
25K from Pretoria. Shout out, Flo Jones.
Flo Jones Jr.
So, Flo Jones
That's a
Jr.
unique voice.
Yeah. So, and Sliqe always, I love that, man. With one thing with Sliqe, he always makes sure that
there's a nigga there that does the hook, man. Never gonna
the
lie.
youngins are represented. and
Jones
he's
Jr. or something.
Jones Jr. And it's funny because this kind of like what we were saying with Drake. But what I love is that even when Rick was alive, he did say this on the pod also on Sliqe that
I can see it.
it's so dope to see a DJ who is trying to do this DJing, hip hop DJing thing, but with the kids. He's just there on some like, I'm with my gang, I'm playing my gang's music, I'm playing all the new shit. My gang's gonna put me on to who are the youngins who are lit, and that's what we're playing because those are the streets.
Yep.
So Sliqe has been really huge in that. I don't want other people to like get it twisted.
Shout out to Sliqe.
Shout out to Sliqe, man.
Championship.
Shout out to Sliqe.
He's a champion. He's a champion
He's
for
a
real.
true champion.
He's a champion for real, man.
There's also something came from Pretoria.
Yeah.
Deadlines.
Well, how do you guys want to discuss that? As the music or as whatever is happening?
It's just cementing. It's like people are expecting Paradise 2 soon. They were expecting it now. And that's normally when he drops. Like he made it a habit to drop that time. But I don't think Paradise 2 was ready.
Okay. Am I the only one who saw that the 4th of November show was a what lead up to or whatever called?
Reece Effect.
No, it was as in it wasn't the Reece Effect.
Yeah, it's Road to.
Road to. Am I the only one who saw that?
No, everyone.
Because
saw it.
when I saw people's reaction to the EP dropping, to me it kind of felt like people didn't see Guti that day's show was Road 2. Because to people then it was like, oh, then there's going to be music dropping on this day, which then will have to be Paradise 2 or whatever LP. And I'm like, no, this sounds like to me, this is us leading up to whatever. So if there is music dropping on this day, it will be music leading up to whatever music too. Or am I wrong?
Paradise 2. Yeah, man. Like, so what he did, he didn't control it very well. Because when he announced that the music, something is coming, he announced like 2 weeks prior. He said something come. Everyone assumed it's Paradise 2. And then after he announced, he puts like, no, actually, it's Deadlines. It's like free Paradise 2. So everything is just leading up to Paradise 2 and Reece Effect. So after he announced the title, people are like, oh, okay, it's not Paradise 2. They were kind of disappointed. And then he announced the Reece Effect, Road to Reece Effect. So I don't know.
Oh, the tape was
Paradise 2 clearly is 23.
Hey?
It's 2023.
It is.
Yeah.
Because, so that means the tape was announced before the Road to
The Road
Reece
to.
Effect.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I'm cutting the people some slack. Because I think, how I got it is that I learned of the Road to before I learned that there was even music coming.
Yeah.
So when the Road to happened, when I saw the announcement, I was like, oh, surely there's music coming. That is why people are talking about music, because I saw the Road to first. So when he's like, there's Deadlines part 2, I'm like, yes, so dope. This is what's coming.
But he always trends on random days for no so reason, bro.
Yeah.
He might be like consistent trending guy.
True.
It's the best in Africa.
Because even when that happened, like, that was like a random day where, like, I think A-Reece has solidified what we've always seen him as. It's just that back then it was being taken as a diss or being said as a diss, and right now it's what's leading.
Yeah.
A-Reece is the biggest internet rapper we know in South Africa.
Yeah. He also launched
Africa.
In Africa.
Yeah, I don't want the slams to come with me. If you go cause for example, I'll make an example which the where my shit started at was when early this year when TTM Nah, actually, not when TTM, not even edit this year. Just now, when he dropped in April, when he dropped The Bending Trees.
The Bending Tree.
When he dropped that, on Apple Music South Africa, they released, because there's this now sites I follow which release these things. On the charts, on the albums, that nigga had like almost basically all his current catalog that we know on the top 15
Yes.
of streams on Apple Music. When I see shit like that for Spotify, I see the same shit. Ain't no way you're gonna tell me that there's this EP. I don't even, it was even before I became hot on this 21 and what. It was like a 7-track EP he released randomly and whatever. That shit is still on the top 15 of streamed shit. Which tells me that if there's one thing that does really happen with this kid is that kids stream him.
Yeah.
That is how you become the biggest internet rapper.
I think at 5 entries.
Yeah.
On top 15.
On the top 15, you got
As
5.
a local. That's mad.
And that is the top 15 that includes everyone. There's not
Yeah, the third.
It's like South Africa, streamed in South Africa about all music. And he's top 15.
Yeah, he's up there with Drake and Beyonce and
fam, like in the internet.
He ended up being put on La Liga, bro. In the El
Come on.
Clasico.
Fam, when it
The
comes
numbers
to
are high up there.
do you understand Spotify? That was Spotify. Again, I'm talking DSPs. Spotify put up an A-Reece album in the El Clasico. Like, fam, like when you look at these things, you get to, because what is the internet? In music, the internet is streaming, and the internet is social media.
He's the only rapper
We've
that's
just
been
said
there,
this
which
kid
makes
is
him-
always trending.
Makes him the biggest, bro.
Yeah.
In Africa. It is what it is.
In the internet, he has to be.
He didn't lie.
This guy's not liking this,
If
but
you disagree,
he
if
has
you disagree, you
to
must
be.
go put your guy in El Clasico too. Then we'll talk.
Yeah. Not so with Tavi.
Cause, bro,
Not Yusuf.
Or
and
ring
them.
link. Or ring.
it's like you're not believing this.
It
The
is
boy.
what it
You know,
is,
it
dog.
is what it is. Like, it is. In the internet is spoken, man. But yeah,
He's actually closing. He's closing not so much. Not Benjamin's last concert.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
has it been announced yet?
A-Reece, yeah. I saw it.
It's announced.
Street Fest,
Street Fest,
3rd of
yeah.
December.
Yeah, it's headlining.
Jeez,
So he's closing it,
fuck,
you
I
know.
have to go on
I
holiday
have to
that
go.
weekend.
When is it?
3rd of December.
It's
Oh,
always
shit.
the first
I want to
week.
go to Fill Up.
Man,
Rusty.
I wanna go to Fill Up.
I want to go to.
Rusty.
Yeah.
I love. No, Mufftown.
Muff-
It's the
Oh,
Mmabatho.
on the Fill Up on the Fill Up.
Mm.
It's the most Sotho speaking lineup I've ever seen.
Bro, I was so happy.
The full lineup out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Nah, I've
it's
not
northwest.
listened.
It's
I've not
northwest.
listened.
It's Free
State.
State or Sotho speaking rappers.
Yeah.
For the most part.
That is amazing.
Like it's
He did say Vele he has something.
yeah.
for
So
the
he thought
locals.
about it. Obviously, how the people about Badulon Komafikeng. You know what I mean? If you think about it, you know they're not gonna be like, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Nah.
and I love
Yeah.
how it's one of those that we've always now jumbled 50 topics, but like I love that it's one of those Yoguti, when you really go back to it, when you're gonna go back to where Mafeking Stadium is at and whatever, it's in the hood, and like when you really go back to that, as much as hood niggas love yourself like an American rapper or like an STC or whatever, but if you really chill there for like 7 days straight, the majority of what you're gonna hear there is like local.
Dog, you put Ginger on the lineup.
Yeah. That's how actually I found
That's
out.
intentional. It is no tea.
Tooks.
No 20.
Okay,
Tooks.
Molimi.
Okay,
Molimi.
No,
Believe me.
I want us to go back a bit. I feel like I didn't know this, and I'm finding
course
it
you
out
didn't.
here.
No, he didn't.
Because you're a
He didn't
good
check it.
speaker.
He didn't check for it.
Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. You know, that's why we are highlighting
Yes,
it.
Yeah.
yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Because a person like
shit.
you would probably not. A lot of people would not see the significance of this fill up. Of course, it's so far, but
Yeah.
that's why Benz would
Yeah.
wanna go because it's
And
almost
for me-
like it's a lineup that's dedicated for so to quote unquote.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't want to lie,
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
Like when it came out, it was one of the days where I was like, I would love to go for this because I looked at it like that also.
it's
Before
just so
lineups
far.
and
Yeah.
whatever. I had looked at it as I feel like knowing Cassper now he always does things. I feel like I see some intention behind this,
Yeah, he did
and
it
I
right.
see.
He did
And
it.
now
He did it
it's
right.
just that. Then I was then off
Yeah.
socials.
So
Nah,
it's-
I
it's-
didn't
it's
see the
literally
lineup,
like
and oh
Motswako.
my
Motswako,
god!
like-
Madlera,
Yeah,
Kuli,
and
Yeah.
it's now and it's back. It's basically back.
and it's back there.
Yeah.
And then he brings friends of Motswako.
Motswako.
You know what I mean? It's
It's
cool.
a very
Yeah,
dope.
beautiful. Of
Yeah.
course.
The general, the god.
The question is who's not there.
Because if not, he's there. It's like,
Like
hey yo,
Yeah.
hey yo, man, the legends. Oh
like
shit!
Cageism, like everybody's there. So it's a proper. I get
Oh
you.
my
I get
God.
you.
Yeah.
It's just that it's one of those busy Decembers.
Exactly. Like,
eish.
there's a lot of things happening on the third.
Yo, man,
Eish.
we might need to do it, my boy.
Eh?
We might need to.
Yeah, I'm contemplating, man. I'm considering.
We might.
Nah,
need to
you know,
just
you
do
know,
it,
you know.
man,
Let me
but
tell you, bro.
so
Let me
cool.
tell you. Linka is here. Linka knows. So in yeah, you guys have spoken about this on the podcast. You know, like in Free State, 26th December, as we back home.
Yes, 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 yes.
It's in Tabanchu.
Tabanchu.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
it's
yes.
done by
Yes,
Tilly,
Tilly,
Casper's
Bridge,
manager, right?
Bridge
Yeah.
Entertainment.
And
Yeah.
and he's been booking these niggas, bro. Like the one time,
Hey, and you've been, and I love that we've spoken about it
I
on the
know,
pod.
yeah.
Like,
So
a
the
lot
one
of
time
times.
they didn't even like. I think like Java Naluko next door. You know. We were at the house and Java was at next door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we all knew at 4 a.m. Java will go next door. Because one accommodation you go to. So I feel like if I go to like an accommodation in Ajo, next door, it would actually be so
Yo.
epic to me. Like,
Yo,
when
yo,
them niggas were
we
here,
might-
Java, bro,
yo,
like,
we might need to book with Trilly. We might need to book with Trilly somewhere in my
Chill
game,
is
dog.
going, so like
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Poch is going, bro. Like,
Yeah.
shit. Oh my
You know what I
god.
mean?
Cassper might just
Yeah.
have.
we don't
like,
have to overthink a lot of stuff because
Yeah.
like there's no, you're not gonna get accommodation.
Uh-uh.
It's already too late. You
Yeah,
can book now.
it's
whatever.
just like
Yeah.
going
you
to
know what
a
I
gig.
mean. But like,
It's like,
yeah,
and you know the boys.
It's almost like the
You know
60s
the
all
boys.
over
You
again.
know
My
the
bro.
boys.
It's like the
The
60s
boys
all
are the
over
boys.
again.
The
Man.
boys are the boys. Oh shit, yeah. We might need to go this Cassper shit, man.
They're filling
Yo,
up, man.
shout out to Fill Up the Dome, though. One of the biggest right now, actually, I think safely we can say one of the biggest concerts in South Africa. Whenever
Hip-hop?
it is actually happening. Nah, I'm saying like general.
General.
Stadium,
Okay.
yeah,
General,
stadiums,
general.
stadiums.
Like,
Oh, okay.
like dog, Sting is coming to South Africa, dog, and nobody's looking forward to. Not nobody, it's sold out. But it's like niggas are looking forward to like Cares. There's like a group which is looking forward to Cares, but who doesn't even know that Sting is coming to SA.
I don't even know.
Like that shit to me always like speaks something. Which we've created this market that is like so huge, and we are like now eating off it, and we are also giving back to it, like giving it what you're entertainers. You're giving us
Yeah,
entertainment.
I know.
Yeah.
You took a bit of break off social media. So something yesterday happened. So he announced the list on Thursday, I think, and then someone asked him, "Why didn't you put MT?" And he's like, "I actually tried." You know, I tried him. I DM'd him. Called his manager. I couldn't get. It sounds like MT's kind of managing himself now, or maybe people don't know he's new manager. And then he tried.
He says he doesn't have a manager.
Yeah. So he tried, and then MT. And then MT responded on Twitter like, "Yo, I'm keen."
Oh, so
Yeah.
so here's the funny part about me not being on social media. So I saw that because I logged in that day, but I didn't know where it was coming from. So I saw MT giving Cassper MT. Someone posted a video of MT on IG Live where he was just talking about, no man, I respect Cassper. I would like. They were talking about the song though, and. After that, I then had seen a Cassper response on, like someone who was like, "Yo, Cassper, like this nigga, and Cassper was like, nah, man, that time it was just like those things. But like I fuck with this guy, we can like speak again. I've been trying to get a hold of him actually, blah blah. So I think that then leads up to that. So I think knowing Cassper also, because I don't know, other people have a different. If you have a different feeling to Cassper, don't share it with me. But for me, when that nigga does some shit, a lot of times when he does shit from the heart, you can see it from outside.
Even the
Like, you
pretty
can
ugly
see
shit.
it from
We never
outside.
spoke about the fight, but the pretty ugly shit was good look. You know what I mean?
Dog.
Doesn't matter who won, who.
It doesn't
Exactly.
matter,
Hip-hop won.
dog.
Hip-hop
Like,
won.
You know what I mean? Like
And-
in a good way, at least.
And remember what we were just speaking about just before that we've hoped this is just gonna be a good look, like for the shit. And it was. It's like, yo, you can do memes. Memes and whatever these days are part of the good look, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like we were watching
the
Mos,
brand name
and
of
we
this
saw
guy.
we were watching, we saw you like being clowned. We are posting this because it was a show we were watching, we
Relevant.
enjoyed this. It's not like we're saying you are that clown.
And it's not negative media.
Yes.
you know,
No one
Yeah.
now is out here on some like, no, I'm a punk, pretty ugly. Nah.
Yeah.
We're just telling you that you lost a boxing match.
Yeah.
And you see, so even from that perspective, there was growth in that. Like, there was like so much growth in that. And that nigga, dog.
And actually, Stay Low. So for me, it was such a good look for Stay Low because I'm sure they didn't foresee that when they planned their year. You know, because Stay Low, we've spoken about Stay Low. They planned their year.
They're very well managed.
They
very
did
well,
albums.
like,
So there were a lot
yeah.
of albums that came out. You know, from
Zulu Mecca was
yeah,
there.
Zulu
The
Mecca.
Pretty was there. That's the other one. That's the couple though. It's just
Yeah,
that they're not
and
coming
the
in my head
other
right now,
guys
yeah.
are vocals. You know, the
Yeah.
Lord Cares and all these
Lord
guys.
Cares,
you know,
yes, yes.
So they all came out. So the label almost like had its plan and they released most of their albums. But it's also nice to kind of get this extra thing for one of your label mates.
Exactly.
And then on top of that, you know, like not like literally not long after that, it's like Rocking the Daisies, and then it's like Stay Low again is involved.
Stay
Yeah.
Low is
You
there,
know, in
yeah.
Cape Town, in Joburg, and I'm sure you'll tell us how the show was. But like from a pretty perspective, label perspective, brand perspective, like so much made sense.
2022
Like,
is a
it's a
win.
great year, bro.
W, they're in the green.
It's a great year.
I can't tell you how much like Pretty Ugly's account on Stay Low is in the green right now. Like they're sitting there on some like
Fight again
"Oh,
next year, but
what else
Yeah.
can we
drop
do?
album again.
Yeah.
You know what I
Fam.
mean? Like,
And this is before the December rush.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because
the momentum.
Pretty is gonna get the December
Yeah.
rush. He is.
Yeah, and you won't do those numbers like if you're not doing a hit or if you're not doing gimmick stuff. You know what I mean? You know, Zaba
Is,
Zaba
is,
Zai
is,
Zai.
is he on the Cassper? lineup? Is Pretty on the Cassper lineup?
No,
It's not.
no.
Oh,
Mutsako and friends.
Ah, okay.
It's a East Lord.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Because the thing is, what I was thinking is
But funny
actually
enough, like you know, like he said a dope line on a. He said such a dope line on one of the songs. Ish linka unkuputsa Sesotho Joe. With like his mother was telling him not to be afraid of his dreams. It's not like Dipoko high diplomatosA. And I was like, shit, Dipoko. Like I was trying to remember what is this word all over again, you know, like
Yeah.
Sesotho Sakale Nesta mate.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I know
Yeah.
that. I know
So-
that.
so-
My Zulu, my boy.
Gone, right? Yeah. So I'll remember, but it was quite in the album itself, like the
Mad.
7-track album, Mad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hearing him say that, I'm like, shit, man. Like, despite rapping in English, like I realized like his mother's so to Kimuloi, like his dad and his roots. Obviously, they've got this African, South African roots to the background, but like you know,
Do you think the
If-
clause on some like if I beat you, I'm not putting you on
Nah.
to fill up?
nah. I think our business is not up there yet. It could have been. I'm sure it's not.
I have feelings because he lost. they lost.
Nah.
They lost-
Cassper
they
wasn't
lost-
even sure if
They
he's
lost
doing
some
Fill Up, bro.
bets. They lost some bets. They like, hey, yo, man, if I at least if you make the second round, I'm calling you to the lineup. If you don't, nah, I'm kidding, man, I'm kidding. But yeah, man, like I feel like we've nicely though touched
But
on
tell me about
on the
Rocky.
things
Yeah.
because I wanted to actually just like
Daisies.
lay over to that because with the biggest music show coming up in Fill Up, we had to speak about like the one which was the biggest before we experienced Fill Up, Rocking the Daisies, man. Like
I had niggas that to do affidavits
Yeah.
for the
For the
ID
tickets.
oh damn.
because they were avoiding what happened at Delicious.
Well, it's because they wanted your ID.
Yeah, but Delicious people were going in with fake tickets.
Tickets.
Okay, yeah.
So the reason Delicious was
Yes, I remember that.
So
I remember
Delicious,
that.
so Delicious first in planning was bad,
Yes.
but what also happened was
It helped.
people sold. I don't know if it's the organizers or the middleman, but people's tickets were actually sold.
Yeah.
So now you had someone that actually had a VIP ticket. They couldn't tag it because someone had used it, and the system couldn't tell which one is original, which is not,
Because it's not under a name.
It's a QR code.
Yes. There you had
So-
to actually. The reason why I even know you had to bring an ID there is because I actually lost my ID there.
You lost it there.
Yeah.
How drunk did you get?
So, in my defense, I would like to think I lost it during the whole entering thing. You know when you have to.
Was it messy?
No, it wasn't. But it's like you have to take it out. Like it's pockets only. I don't have a man bag.
Yeah.
You know, like these new
should
things
get one of
that you
those.
guys.
Yeah, Linkers,
it's-
you're
it's
not
a
for
Linkers
fashion.
there. Linkers there.
You must get one of those. They're
Like
very
so,
dope.
whoa, so it's like everything's in
You
the
actually don't
pocket.
go, yeah. When I go to concerts, I bring this.
So
One-
yeah.
yeah.
So now I was in. Everything was in the pocket,
Power
whatever.
bank,
So
license.
I did
Yeah.
everything. So because everything is just in my like jeans pockets, obviously when I'm done with everything, tickets, they take the ticket, they take the ID, everything is dope. It has to go back to the pocket.
Yeah.
I think that's when because now we're waiting for other people who have to do
Yeah.
their thing. So it's
Back
like
pockets,
what,
not handed to someone.
whatever. So
Yeah.
it's like I think it was during that because during the show itself, unless it just like fell randomly. I tried to take out something off the pocket and I didn't know my ID was there, and it fell, which could have happened like however way. But
The last time you saw it was when you entered.
yes. And then when I needed it, like a few days later, I'm like, shit, okay, my ID is not here. And I'm like, oh, I used my ID there. That's definitely when. I'm like, okay, my ID is lost. I'm going to go to Home Affairs.
Yeah.
Again, talking about great organizers, because it's actually a nice alley-oop for this Rocking the Daisies guy. A few days later, I get a thingy, a message from Uzweli. So it is like, yo, my nigga, so you haven't been on Twitter much, but then I saw this Rocking the Daisies guys, they posted actually all the shit they lost and found.
Ah.
And I saw your
I was
ID
on
there.
Last one found.
Yeah,
Ah.
it's like, nah, I saw your ID there because, so what they did with IDs, they block out everything, they leave the same name in the picture.
Ah.
So it's like, yo, if you see anything of yours here, hit us up.
Yeah.
We're going to have things that we're going to ask you to make sure that you
Yeah.
have in whatever.
Okay, that's dope.
That's
And
dope.
then everything had to be fetched at Hallmark Hotel, Turfontein in
Yeah.
Jozi.
Yeah.
And there was a nigga there. You just like literally, I just pulled up, like, yo, Kopano. They're like, oh, Kopano. I'm like, yeah, Rocking the Daisies lost and found. They're like, ah, dope. They called this nigga. This nigga pulled up. Like, ah, what's your name? I tell him the name. He's like, I said one ID because I told him the one ID, but he said it first. Like, what's your name on the ID? Because we're fetching the ID. Like, ah, this is my name. And I was like, yo, I actually even brought the license
Yeah.
to just like confirm. It's like, ah, dope. Went up to his office, came back with the ID. He's like, ah, here's your ID, my G.
Nice.
Left. I'm like,
That's dope.
this is like the most organized shit I've
Yeah.
ever like literally been to. And this is me not even spoken about how organized the event itself was.
You could have been married right now, bro.
Come on.
Losing your ID is not safe.
Yeah.
Dog. Like next thing you hear, you have policies now. You've died and someone has clocked 1 million because when you are dead. It's like, wait, what? I'm here
The
though.
better one is getting married, dog.
Hey,
You
fam.
now have to go to court to
So you
Yeah.
are not married.
To-
announce the marriage.
But now in the records it shows that you've been married and annulled. You see. Wow.
Unless if you want to reverse the whole thing.
Oh shit, I need to keep my ID safe.
That's wild.
I need to keep. But yeah, man, that was that. But besides all of that, Rocking the Daisies obviously the Johannesburg leg was like a one-staged thingy. It was more so the highlights of the stages that Cape Town had. If you really look at it like that, the only disappointment I had was I wish they would have like made that very open very quickly.
So only international artists performed in Joburg.
Oh.
South African artists were booked in Cape Town, but they didn't perform here.
Oh, dope.
But everybody that's international that performed in Cape Town performed in Joburg.
Oh, okay.
So which means you might get your favorite artist performing at 4 or 5.
Yeah, no.
Which is fine though. It's fine. With how they ran the event, it's fine because the event was slated to finish at 12, and it was multiple genres. So it's not like if your favorite artist performs, or rather, I think the expectation going into it is already that, okay, my favorite artist is Buzz. But in realistic terms, I know where Buzz is to Kelani.
Yeah.
So I no longer look at the 4 p.m. performance as it's too early. But it's like,
didn't they perform
there's-
early?
who?
What time did you leave there?
Who performed early?
Like some of the guys. When I saw
Yes, they
your-
performed at 4:15
like
to 5.
Some of them, like the sun was still out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dreamville set was like when the sun was. That's why I'm saying, Gucci, when you realistically though, that's why for me it wasn't like a big thing, because when you realistically look at, like for example, 3 of the main people for me was Dreamville, Fabio, and Kelani. Dreamville was first, and Fabio was somewhere around 8. Kelani was like 11, and then And
orange.
Emotional Oranges were like,
Emotional
yes,
Oranges.
Emotional Oranges
Yeah.
also were like at like early, like 3. And when I look at how they performed, if I look at it as a festival, they actually performed at the time that I expected them to
They actually had
perform
enough.
at, you know?
For me, it's like they had enough. Like obviously, Cape Town is nice. It was multiple stages.
Yes,
So you had local, you had local, and you had international, or you had big stage maybe.
Yeah.
Just combining like big names, and then you had other stages. But what's nice is in Joburg, I'm assuming it was one stage. It sounds like there was another stage.
It was
or
one
something.
stage. No, it was one
Okay, it
stage.
sounds like it's one stage, but then you get all the international people performing.
Yes.
The only issue is you're not getting the local people,
Yes.
which is, it might be awkward because when they advertise the show, it's like Madlera, pretty ugly, like
So it was not advertised like
that Joburg.
this is Sunday, this is
No.
No, they advertised their food
full
lineup.
thing. Oh,
So
okay.
basically, it's like they advertised everyone they booked.
Oh,
Yeah.
But also, I think they relied on history. So, in history, Rocking Daisies has always been a Cape Town gig,
Yeah.
which was a weekend thing. They have
Even now, not even on history.
Actually,
Rocky
yes,
Days
actually,
is
even
a
now.
Cape Town
I
concept.
know it
Yes.
as a hip Cape
So
Town
the
thing.
Joburg leg was really a shit. Some Joburg people always complain about not being able to go to Cape Town. And Tina, we always book this very, I don't want to say obscure, but this artist who can only come to a big festival like this, who can never have their own concert.
Yeah.
So, and which have though a following in SA. You see, so they've always bridged that gap. So for them, it was like, oh shit, let's then, because we have all these international artists, let's bridge the gap for the people who are in Johannesburg who are unable to go to the whole thing.
Yeah, and also this year was bad, man. Well, circumstances, not the
Yeah.
actual planning. The planning was good. The planning was. They've always had the Joburg leg, but back in the day, even now, Cape Town is 2 days. It's Friday and Saturday.
France, yeah.
So
it
it's
was
2
even
days.
Sunday now, actually.
You see?
Yeah.
So they now made it almost like a whole weekend thing.
Yeah.
But in Joburg, what happened this year, specifically on top of the planning itself, was expensive flights, no flights.
Yeah.
Like, you had people that actually had Cape Town tickets, but they didn't have flights.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I remember
couldn't
that. I
physically
remember
book
that.
flights. Like,
Yes.
they were run out.
I
Yeah.
remember that. Yeah.
So because they're also great organizers, you could swap tickets.
oh, so you could swap your Cape Town ticket
for
for your
Joburg,
job.
whatever, you know. But
They tried to work with the
all
people.
of that
man.
means then someone that was also looking forward to Cape Town with the full lineup, they're now in Joburg with only internationals.
Yeah.
So that's why it wasn't a complaint, but it was one of
And
those.
both via ngo-12 uya Mloko or uya Ezanzu or uya Gupi,
There-
you're
no
gonna
cars are
see
there.
25k there.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
bet.
Okay, makes sense.
Except
Aye.
it's Sunday.
You know,
Yeah.
that was the whole thing. I took off, mfana. I knew. I'm like, fuck it. But yeah, man, Rocking the Daisies experience for me, it was my first time going, and I went to the Joburg one. Fucking amazing experience, man. Like, I want to point this out again. I love how they book their lineup, dog, because I think maybe it's because I look at it from knowing a bit also on the back end. Uti, there's like Fivio is a huge artist, but Fivio is not big enough to book a South African concert. Like it's not.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's just not. We can't have a tour of Fivio, Joburg.
He's a
whatever.
B-list. He's a
Yeah,
B-list in
yeah.
American terms.
Exactly.
Like
So now
Kelani is big, is B-list.
it's B-list and whatever. Yeah, and it's not a disrespect.
It's not, yeah.
And once in South Africa, what we've always missed is when people are asking for all these artists, you can be able to circumvent the cost by just doing a festival. And this is what Rockin' the Daisies have just done.
Yeah.
They're like, let's circumvent.
But you know how
the
long this is?
one
This
by
is-
one.
This is, I don't know. I think it might be 7 or 8 years old. Like,
Mm.
back in the day, there used to be one artist. They brought Ras here.
I remember that. I remember they brought
Mac
Ras,
Miller,
and then it would become like one or two
Yeah.
international
so
artists.
They took long, you know.
That's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
I'm loving
But the
growth,
brand is
dog.
good.
Like
They
that.
could also take the losses because eventing is actually not cheap.
And I think
Yeah.
and I think though they didn't get here by mistake. The reason they started booking that one or two artists was because even the one or two artists that booked back then would be those like B-list.
B-list, yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
vibe.
Mac Miller, I mean.
But yeah, they've always
Ras,
been
bro. These guys brought Raz here, like,
dog.
before.
Like Ras is coming to a huge ass
like,
concert
Ross
now
is coming back, but it's
in
gonna
January.
be totally different.
But it's
Yeah.
like these niggas brought this
I
guy
remember
here
Miguel,
first.
bro. I'm a big fan
I remember
of
when they brought Miguel. You went crazy with that.
But yeah, it's
But yeah, man. So they again for me, everything I've heard about Rocking the Daisies has been what when I experienced it, it was everything. And I would still love. I was out there with my nigga MXO. Shout out Uzweli was there. I found him there. Like I was with a lady there, so it was like nice vibes also. So I would love to go with my NHA niggas to like some shit like that. I realized. I realized that. I was like, and especially the Cape Town one, where we were doing the weekend shit.
Yeah, Tapo was
like,
there.
yeah,
But I was telling him, I was like, man, I don't know these niggas. For the most part, I didn't know them niggas, bro. Like,
I feel you.
not in a bad way, but like Sapa.
Yeah. No,
Like,
that's facts.
yeah.
And that's who Rocking the Daisies. Like, for example, I knew of the name, but I hadn't heard the music of IMTDB.
Yeah.
But that ching found out from I now even follow her on Instagram. From her performance at Rocking the Daisies, I was like, hold up.
Yeah, you
Why
do.
didn't you guys tell me this chick is
Yeah.
so lead?
Yeah.
Like she's lead, dog. Her energy. She's just a lead
Yeah.
artist. And I'm like, I love this. This is what I love.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, but actually, yeah, for me, the issue was the flights. But I do think, yeah, maybe next year, if South
Yeah.
Africa and like we get our shit right with this
Yeah.
air flights, whatever,
put
we can
put
fly.
in,
Bro, like,
just
you know,
relax.
in South Africa, bro, we used to like Benzo. We used to fly to Cape Town, bro. Like
I mean,
1-3 return,
that's it.
bro.
Yeah.
That's a return. Like 650 if you take like
Man,
during the day flights. You know, like
I mean,
you used to go to Devon for
Yeah.
like some days it was like 400.
Hey, Devon,
Was the time-
hey, Baba, Devon, there was a time where you could go to Devon for 408.
it was cheaper than the bus.
It was,
There was a time I
like,
was
flying to Durban actually flying to Durban has always been traditionally cheaper than taking a bus.
Yes.
Traditionally. Like niggas would put aside 1,500 and they know they'd get a return flight, including
The only
everything.
thing
Nama
about
Uber.
flying is you gotta have someone to pick you up.
Yeah.
And you gotta be
Take
going
you.
alone. The moment you added 2 or 3 people,
Ah,
that looks more like
You're like, maybe we should drive. Come on, that's 4. It's like, it's cheap to fly Nepal. Not cheap.
you still need a car that side.
Yeah.
You know. so,
Yeah. Nah, but yeah, man, it is what it is. I wanted to also, man, just like, because I feel like we've done what I liked about this, meshing up all these topics, is that we did a lot of catching up with ourselves, catching up with the game, catching up with like what's been going on, man, you know. But I do want to just a last spotlight, man, because, and I'm even going to tag people to this, like, yo, go listen at this point. Please go listen at this point. Hitboy, Nas, King's Disease 3. It's out.
The best ever.
And you see, we should have gotten your yeah, my nigga. And I wanted to attack this like this. Ne? I wanted to speak about Nas. For me, I think it leads off at, there's a song called 30. On King's Disease 1, he has a song called 27 Summers. For me, 30 is a number 2. It's a part 2 to that. And what that told me was like, okay, I'm not actually even more concentrated on the 30 and the 27. You've been telling us that. You know, you've been hot. I'm like, it's so crazy that if MTV still had their hottest list, Nas would have probably been in, at the very least, 3 of the last 5 hottest rapper list. By the matrix those guys had.
Yeah.
We have our matrix. We know, Tina, what we're talking about. We know what Nas did. We know lyrical. We know. But it's like, it just took me to that. Like, I think it was like the gold plagues.
Got a Grammy.
It was just that.
Still fuck the Grammys.
Fam.
Yeah.
It's like, it is insane to me that this dude actually has been one of the hottest rappers in the last 5 years. Straight out in almost all the years.
Yeah, I'm gonna argue with you another time. Not hottest, but yeah, he's been the best.
No, I say one of the hot. No, if you take,
I don't think anything he's doing is hot.
hence I said, if you take anything that was being used as who's hot in MTV based hot list or even the South African
He
one,
wouldn't even on that list, bro.
that's a lie.
They would probably speak. They would put those niggas that we can't hear.
No, I'm saying those niggas would be there. I listen to those
With
niggas.
Nas there too.
I listen to those niggas.
Nas
I
would
am
be there with those
saying,
niggas.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Shit.
Like
yeah.
for example, I'll tell you on the Grammy year, obviously easily he's there. It's the Grammy year. He's easily in there.
The Grammys eliminate the niggas that can't speak.
Yeah, it's like on the Grammy
MTV
year.
doesn't.
Nah, it does. But if you got the Grammy, it's like hottest album. He had on there also he had the hot single.
Well,
was
actually, let me ask
Spicy.
you, why do you think he has a hot album? And I don't wanna. Actually, we might as well argue, but not like that. But
Yes,
I just wanna
as in
understand,
discuss,
Why
yes.
do you think it's a hot album?
So on King's Disease 3, I don't, because the album just dropped yesterday. I don't
even
think,
1 or 2.
Yes, so my story of 3 is based on 1 and 2.
And you think they are hot?
Yes. No, I think Nas has been hot. Has been a hot artist in him doing that. He was able.
Okay, so it's not the hot album.
He was able to take the gas he got from the album is not what is saying good Nas is hot. It's like, oh, dope album, hot. No.
Okay.
But the album became so
Fooled him.
It became better than what mainstream expected. And because of that, mainstream always notices things which are above the ceiling that they put. So when Nas dropped King's Disease 1, what happened was the sales, for example, were not a talk when they were going towards the sales. So when the album dropped, no one was like, we expect this to do this, we expect this.
Because it's Nas. He's
because-
not a hot artist.
Exactly. Right. And then the sales happened. Then the talk happened because it was like, whoa, 100 and what? Oh, number one album. So the talk becomes bigger than a Dirk Klambe who does
Yeah,
180
it was a
because
small-
we're
it was a
expecting
small
Dirk. So it's like we're expecting Dirk. Stop it. It's like we're expecting Dirk to do a 180
Yeah.
because he's the apparent hot artist. If a Nas, an artist who's basically quote unquote coming from nowhere, is doing 150, that becomes a bigger talk than the 180 in terms of now who is being spoken about in terms of albums.
Man,
So
Nas-
there's that. Let me just finish. So to maybe also add to the understanding, there's Kendrick at number 1.
In what?
This
in,
year.
In what? What do you mean? Wait. In what? We
If-
need to explain. Like
if
in the most selling in first week or
So
total
so
numbers?
next year.
You're talking numbers.
Wait.
Right?
So next year Kendrick is gonna win. Wait. Let me tell you why he is the.
No, but are you talking numbers?
I
or
am
what?
saying we're talking hottest MC.
Oh, it's just that you've been explaining numbers, but it's fine.
No, but the numbers speak to what they start off when
Yeah.
it speaks to the hottest MC.
Yeah.
Because we're saying if MTV hottest MC still existed, that is our conversation. Because it doesn't exist anymore. So Kendrick would have been number 1 by far, like literally by far. You know why? Because Kendrick having a more talked about album than a Drake and 21 negates everything a Drake and 21 album does. For example, I'm using them as an example because of the expectations that are put on Kendrick of you are not expected to become the
What are
hottest.
the numbers there in Drake and 21 now?
He sold more than Drake and 21.
No, Drake and 21 numbers are more than.
They're
what?
more, Chief.
No, I'm saying how you see.
Drake and
1?
21 numbers.
Who did I say who's number 1?
Kendrick.
You said Kendrick.
Who did I compare to Kendrick, Drake and 21?
Drake and 21.
So you are saying the Drake and 21 numbers are not above who?
No, I'm saying they're more
Then who?
than Kendrick.
Yes.
By a mile.
They should be. What the fuck do you mean?
And I wanted to interject on the Nas.
That's what you must say.
That's what the point.
No,
That's what the
Mahuta.
point
The
is,
thing
though.
is, you want us to recognize what you're saying, but you keep referring to
Okay.
numbers. Which is
So
why
I'm saying-
you're keeping us at numbers.
I'm saying no. I'll actually close it at
when-
numbers.
when you speak
Wait,
about
I'll close
numbers,
it at numbers at what
Drake
you are
and
saying.
21 are winning.
But that is exactly what I'm saying. I
No,
am saying,
it's not what you're
wait,
saying.
just wait. I am saying a Kendrick who does 300,000 first week,
Yeah.
and a Drake and 21 who does 500,000 first week. The media attention, because these are the things that go to who is hotter. The media attention is gonna recognize a Kendrick more than a Drake and 21, because a Drake and 21 was probably expected to do 400,000 and they did 250. A Kendrick is expected to do, we're like, nah, no hot single, no whatever, you should do 150 and then you do 280. That is how music conversations happen when it comes to sales. They don't happen based on Drake sells the most every year, but you never hear that conversation. Because it's like, yeah, if you drop an album, you're going to be number
But that's why
one.
they call him the hottest and the biggest.
But-
it sounds like you saying he
No,
will be.
that's why I'm saying that if you win, that's why Drake has not won, even when they had it. He didn't have
Who's your hottest then?
it. Kendrick is hottest.
Let's go back to Nas.
Going
So
back
who's-
to Nas,
who's
why
your
he would be
hottest?
in the top 10
Yes.
is because
Or top
Nas,
5, he said. Yeah.
no, I said top 10, Chief. I said he would be in the top 10.
Denzel? You
Top
said
5.
top 10.
I said, then I mistook. I said, because the list, I said he would be on the list. That's what I meant to say.
fine,
The
that's
list
fine.
is only
Yeah,
10,
yeah.
yes. Yeah, but that's semantics. So for me, the reason he would get above is one of the main reasons actually Rick Ross used to always get above on some doper rappers on that list was because we expect this and you do 1, 2, and 3. Nas, in all of his drops for King's Disease, including Magic, actually, at no point has Nas hit below the expectation mark. In everyone who had any like whatever, even as the biggest, as the lowest,
but Mahuta,
nobody did.
In your explanation, what you're saying to me, I was not looking for that. So you're explaining to me what I don't know.
But I'm explaining to you why he would make that
Yeah,
list.
but I'm explaining to you also like not a lot of people actually trying to look what Nas is selling.
True.
Which is what your point is.
True.
But I'm saying as much as you're saying that, you must just understand that the people were not looking for Nas.
True. And
So-
that is my point, though.
But the
People who are not looking
wait,
for
wait,
Nas right
wait.
now are discussing a Nas album.
Yes, you see, but
And that
come
makes-
back.
gives you so many
come
points
back.
on
Then
the list.
rather say that. Don't try and say that Nas is selling, because you're saying he's not selling Drake, but you're just saying that he's attracting more people that were not looking for him before.
But that's why I said he in every aspect, he's hitting above the expectation mark.
But that doesn't make him the hot guy.
But I'm saying,
you understand?
when- but
if someone like
you
what
see,
Miles
that means
was-
you are going against.
No, but I'm explaining what Miles
MTV's
does. Yeah, that's what
list.
MTV does, bro. They look at the hottest numbers.
But that's what I was, guys. The
you saying
whole,
you saying he's going to be in top 10.
guys, in the whole the whole thing was, if MTV Base Hot List was still there,
Yes, that's how he
Nas
started.
was gonna be in at least 3 or 4 of the past 5 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I said. In that list.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll leave it there. Yeah, I don't think so, but I'll leave it there. Yeah.
But then that means you go against what that list recognizes. Which we always did.
I said my
did.
point. My point is the MTV list has always picked the guys that I can't hear. I said those niggas would be the one on the list. That's what I said.
You see, I think
that's
because
what-
Mina
well,
can
well,
hear those niggas,
So-
it's not
so-
only
so-
been
so,
those
yeah,
niggas.
but let me just say, when that list was there, that's who they picked.
That's,
For me, that's who they picked.
I agree.
And for me, that's a fact. I can pull the list.
I
That's who
agree
they
with
picked.
you.
So that's
But
what
I'm saying-
That's what I'm saying. I will leave it there.
Okay, so do you realize that there were some lyrical niggas in all those lists?
Yeah.
In what I'm saying, it is not negating that that list is usually filled with the niggas you can hear. I'm saying in the times when it was done, where the majority were niggas you couldn't hear, Nas, in the past 3 of the last 5 years, he was gonna be on that list.
Yeah,
am
I
still
actually
saying the
agree
same
because
thing.
like Cole has been like dominating those lists.
Yes.
And he was more active than Nas during
Yes.
those periods.
As soon as he
So I
complained,
think, yeah,
he
could have
did that
been-
verse where he complained.
Wait, are we still talking numbers or lyricism? What
We're
are we
talking,
talking
we're
about?
talking MTV
list.
hot bass list.
What is that list based on?
It's
Numbers
based
or
on
lyricism?
a lot,
A lot.
both of what you've said, and a lot more.
And
For the most part, it's numbers. Lyricism is important,
Yeah.
but for
Yeah.
the most part,
Any kind of numbers, not only sales numbers, whether it's like TikTok numbers, whether it's numbers which are looking
and who
at you.
topped that list? Sorry, I'm just trying.
Who
to
has
catch up.
topped that list?
Yeah.
Damn,
there is
we'd have
no
to.
longer MTV list.
Yeah.
That's what he was
It's no
saying.
longer
If
there.
It was still
it's
there.
no longer there.
Oh, yeah.
It's no longer there. So it's
Because I thought I might have missed it, but like, if
Like
we're
for
talking
exa-
numbers now,
like for example, in South Africa, for a couple of years, Questa, aka and Cassper, were the
Interchangeably.
very high on that list.
Varying.
During the years, yes, Questa was very.
Let's get a mic.
You see, I
Come
think
here.
maybe no. I think I would like to have you on the list on the mic because I feel like you actually don't understand what this list should be made of.
I understand you like fully.
Here's the mic.
come get the money.
Go to the mic, chief. Go to the. If you can't go to the mic, then you can't stand on what you are saying.
Is it what we want or what we wish it was, or is it what it is?
It's what it is.
It is what it
So
is.
to me, Mahuta, Lenka represents the person that would go against your opinion. That's why he's saying that against the mic. Like, I don't agree with you.
I feel like he would go against what the list the
You are
the same thing. The same thing I got. That's why I want him to be on there because I go against the same things he goes against.
That's why I'm saying I also agree.
But then the requirements are the requirements. I can't change them.
No, for me, the crazy part is you think Nas would make that crazy list you don't agree with.
Yes. That's what that's
don't
where
think
I'm
he
going.
would. The reason you hate the list is because Nas didn't make it.
And Mina, I think he would break through because I've seen some of the
That's
niggas
why-
who've broken through that
that's
list.
why-
And I'm measuring it on
That's
that.
why I was saying me and
I'm
you
like,
disagree. I don't think.
yeah,
you
nah, I feel you.
and I feel
you,
like what
you.
Lenka is also trying to say to you is
Nah, I feel like what he's trying to say with like
Questa.
going against the Questa thing. I feel like then he has he might be those guys who have a problem with how the list is put together.
Nah, bruh. Lenka. Calm, dog.
Because I need to know why you think.
I'm shy.
But
Calm, Zoga.
but the thing is,
No.
is you're not on camera or anything. Because we just want to know why do you think Questa should not make a hottest list?
No.
Hottest MC. Just your opinion and you move away. There's nothing
The
else
best
you're gonna
part,
do.
the best part, maybe Zoga will
We'll,
explain.
no, we're not even gonna question you.
I'll say no. I'll also say like if you want, if you want, you must also explain. Maybe in your experience, like how, because Lenka's from Velcom, okay. So I guess conversation can be relative. So we're now Velcom, Babu Kama. Who do you see most?
Okay, first of all, nah, I don't think Questa, the MC, like totally, Nix. Believe you.
Yeah. Wrong.
Mamela now ha ikitswa ne Questa ne o kena hohle chief. Questa o kena hohle because he's doing music for money. Wa understand? O kena amapiano, o kena ungudu, o kena
Ska Cassper fan.
yeah him. Ne o kena like everywhere. That's why ke gabaneng as MC. So now
MC
nah
I got the list to say.
ke compare MC ya Mzansi
Who's the MC to you?
Yeah, in Mzansi.
ya Mzansi. Just give me a few minutes, ne. Ke nahana hantle.
There's not a lot of them.
Mame, ke tlo bolela ke mang MC. Ke tlo bolela ke mang MC ne. I think Cassper MC.
Okay. I think tell us the
Yeah,
MCs.
process of
not the nine.
elimination.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Process
Cassper
of
process of
elimination,
elimination. One
Casper's
by
not.
one.
A few minutes, ne.
It's A-Reece and
So-
MC.
so-
I think Mulimi ke MC.
Mumulim.
Yeah.
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 I think Mulimi ke
Okay.
ke MC ne.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think Mulimi ke MC.
Tooks.
I think I can feel so I cannot say anything about Duke. So I think Mulimi
Nah,
ke
ki MC mara
MC.
umncane. Ki MC
No,
usamncane.
isn't like mnango I can feel ne. Maybe kuba hajamamela hawo.
Okay.
You understand? Yabo bedi ne. Honestly speaking ne. Ha ke rate A-Reece ne, but A-Reece ke MC.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You understand?
Gabon. Yeah, ki
You
MC.
understand?
Mara, you don't like his
Ke
music.
MC,
Yeah.
but I don't
You
like.
don't
his
like his
music.
music. Ma wabonu.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
you
Ki MC.
understand.
Oh, Taman
Ke try
Ushaba.
now to be honest, ne?
Yeah.
I like MC.
No,
but
because I like that you
ke
brought him
mnango.
up because that's the kind of person I wanted. Like an
You
MC
understand?
that you realize is an MC, but you don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kakwana DMC di baya. We've got Bo Ghostface Killer. We've got Capadona. We've got Nas. You know, unta work Nas na. How about Mamela to Nas for personally?
Sharp. I know what you mean, like Nas.
Yes.
He has a hot album. He's hot artist.
In fact, Nase he's been relevant since I was about
That's the word.
30 summers.
Nah, but
Since I
but
did
the
that
word
one.
also
Hey,
also
of course
plays.
It's hot.
It
Hey,
goes
man.
into the pot. Of hot.
He's hot.
And Nekilo wrong.
If I say nah, but
Nah,
teaser,
you're wrong, guys.
teaser. If we're saying hot is a stew,
Yeah, he's cooking.
like part of the salt, there's
I know
being
the
relevant.
restaurants I like. Yeah, I'm sure he's cooking.
Yeah, nah, he's cooking. cooking. He is cooking. Yes, actually, no. But I get you. So for me, what I would say maybe as a closure on that podcast is that obviously we all agree that you are very wrong. Questa is not an MC.
Yeah, that's very
So
wrong.
that one, we don't. No. We said we
the whole Velcom is wrong.
Again, we all said we are not arguing.
Welcome, bro.
Yeah, the whole. We said we are not arguing. We said. You see, people say they don't podcast up until.
They put.
Honale MSB ne. Honale all right. Guy December. I think maharing like few months ago ne. Honale MSB. Guy December. Honale
All right.
Ne. And believe you me ne. Not even once. Mzala sokalada. Ne. Babukile.
Mzala kima.
Questa.
Okay. Because Libuka the hip hop artist.
Almost everyone ne.
Body nasty C.
Nasty C utsara. Touchline on the booking na. I booked him. Touchline.
Oh, you're the problem. That's why I also book a Quest.
No, listen.
Now we know why Quest has never been booked there.
No,
That gatekeeping Quest on that side.
I didn't reach it in small town. Pela Velco.
Yeah.
It's like fantastic. Can I fill up the what? Fill up the something.
Yeah. Bloom. Yeah.
AKA Otara, Cassper, Otara. Almost everyone.
But I never Quest.
Except Quest. I don't know why.
Because I see MC.
What's about Velcom? I'm good.
Never write for Quest.
I don't know, but Mzala. But look, you know what, ne? Who can turn a require?
My
No, you're not good. Nkabia, Mzala, Kima. Auto take one into a stupid one, ne? Malum Kulket, Mo. Kibia and Tomo. Questa Moon. Malum Kulket, Auto Mitzama.
Yeah, because kill resist.
Go, welcome.
Oh, fit. No. What's that?
Move a crowd.
I said, no. Haso irane.
Oh, just. I've been trying to hold myself back. Aye.
No, I'm not saying that. My man, teaser.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Kuket KMC. But what I'm saying is Mzala. Quest his work. That's what I'm saying.
And also, okay, just to respond to two of your things. One, Cool Cat is an MC. And two,
Questa has a lot to do to
Questa. Nah, it's fine. Nah, shame. It's fine. I think.
So reason as
I
MC.
think you still need to find a way to be, or rather, you might find a way to be impressed by Questa or what. But it's one of those.
Questa still has a lot of work.
Yeah,
It makes sense.
some
The
Velcom.
whole country doesn't like you.
He has to
Velcom is high
pull up
up
to Velcom and like, yo, Questa, you gotta go to Velcom and change.
He hasn't
Unless
you haven't been booked there, but it's on you. You want or not?
Nah, Mare. No, we're hearing you. We're against you, but we're hearing you.
No, Quest Otlil for a Cost TV. Last time we back home. We let have fun. Ashapa go to Cassper. That's a restock us
No snack accommodation. Maybe go welcome no snack accommodation. It's like I'm not coming.
As na accommodation go next door go Velcom.
You know what's
But
crazy?
I go this suburb because it's like
Nah.
Let me give you guys. This is quite fun because it's at the end of the show. You know, the Free State politics. So Velcom, for many years, Velcom was so Bloom is the capital city of Free State, right?
Shout out to Velco. My mom's from there, dog.
Shout out to the moms.
Shout out to
And then Velkom in Etsoremunat for many years, they've got mines there, especially in the early 2000, mid 2000.
Yes.
So Velkom has always been, but it never surpassed Bloom. Bloom was given, this is apartheid, yes, they gave it the constitutional
Parliament.
Parliament. Yeah.
Parliament.
So once you have that, once you have that, the city will be.
You said court, man.
It is court.
It's Parliament.
No, it's the court.
It's
The Parliament is in Cape Town, but okay, yeah, fine. Sorry, yeah. You might be right. Rona re tla bua fit. It's all good.
Also, I might be wrong. Also, actually, now that I think about it, I'm like, whoa, I might be wrong.
Yeah, sharp.
It is a court. Oh, because it's part of the three. It's part not but yes, because part of the three. What's the three?
That's
the pillars.
Judiciary.
Yeah,
Yes,
not
that's what I
court.
wanted to say.
Yeah.
Thank you, judiciary.
Because the other
Sorry,
one
my
got
bad,
banned.
my bad. Yes.
The other one got banned, Cam. The other court.
He got banned. That's why we were.
So Free State Bloom. The reason Bloom actually surpassed Velkom is because there were things like that were structurally made by white
Political
people.
things, yeah.
And then eventually, obviously, Free State ratamnat. So Velkom banale this thing Eddie Fetwane. Never maybe that race course. They actually had a race course, Pakisa. This is when Maz was still very young. He might have been there. He might have been. He can't drive, so I'm not sure. I don't know. You still don't have robots. They have circles. I have one robot.
No,
Yeah, and they have a racetrack.
No. It's like straight.
But there's no robots to
But
get
the
to that
robots.
racetrack.
Come on.
I'm not a robot.
even his come on, it's like come on, who needs robots when you have a racetrack?
So-
okay, let's go.
So again, to fast forward the
Yes.
story. So obviously Pakisa it was nice. Like Eddie Fetwane, they would book like how artists become famous. Bob Brenda,
Yeah.
Ishmael, all these big people. Eddie Fetwane, they either had to be in Durban, Cape Town, Joburg.
Of Velkom.
Velkom was one of those. 4 gigs in a day.
Yeah, I
Velkom was
think
one
I
of those,
remember
yeah.
that a bit actually. Because my
and
dad's
Tabanch-
brother used to live there.
Yeah, Tabanch is overtaken.
Tabanch is the one.
No, Pakisa on about, like.
I feel like we're about to have a free. Whoa! Hold up. I feel like we're about to have a free state beef.
Are you guys still booking people in Pakisa?
Yes. Yeah, Chief Pamela.
Maybe that's why Quest has not been there. It became hot when the place was not hot anymore.
No.
Hey, Tisa set you up there.
All right. He knows about it. I tell you,
There's all right in all 9 provinces.
Yeah.
Black coffee.
Look
Wow.
at Lundi, Joe.
Play coffee
Ntuba.
becomes go Lundi also. Exactly.
I'm talking about.
They should tell you something.
Like Mamela, ne?
Kahlala.
Now.
Okay, this is not Velkom a promotion. Just finish up, ne?
December, Kanalo all right.
All right,
Ne?
yeah.
Kanalo all right. Black coffee was Ogara, AK was Ogara. All these big artists from
Except
Azogala
Kes.
and Tunkas.
This year, Quest what?
I doubt it. He's not big.
Youngster.
Youngster. Youngster who perform more to kind of in that place. Has some Virginia. No Arasle. The pinkies. So how work a youngster? Tibos, come on. Outa Buakama.
Blakey.
Blakey unaile Rebeke. Il Blakey.
Why? Benzo, I feel like you are allowing this.
I'm waving fun.
There's no such
I think
thing.
that's why.
You see why I feel like you're allowing this?
Yeah, Benzo,
What are we doing at this
Benzo,
point?
there's no such thing Sliqe, dog.
What are we
Come
doing
on.
at this point?
Let me tell you.
Benzo.
Let me tell you.
Oscar Nyatsa Quest. That's the problem. Welcome sharp no Nyatsa Quest.
That's it.
But he's an MC.
You see,
You know why,
all wait, all of what you just said ne, was you just trying to say I'm not your quest, and that's fine. No. We've done enough Questa anti-campaign here. I love Questa. We love Questa, but we still want him here. Kisenzo here on this podcast.
Lale.
We are not layering anything.
One more thing. Hanyane bef-
Yeah.
before we say.
Yeah.
Most of Questa's hits ne u future uwe. Ke maka.
Nyasfela nga
Ke maka.
Ufeatured
Most yes. Una le someone.
or yena ufeature someone. So it's always you are saying it's always
it's a AKA.
you are always it's always
No,
with
AKA
someone.
AKA
Say
I'm
same
just
shit.
saying,
Like a hit on your own.
most of the hits that Tamzala high one.
Give
There's
me,
someone,
give me,
maybe
yo,
two
all
or-
love to Tapsi. I love, and I hate doing this. I love Tapsi with my heart, but give me a Tapsi hit right now. Exactly, you're gonna tell me. Then you're gonna tell me, yeah, Questa got a hit with Tapsi. Give me then a Tapsi hit. Like, but that's what I'm saying. Questa, what my whole point. That's why I'm saying I'm not shitting on Tapsi. My whole point is that Questa knows how to make hit music. And wait. Questa.
You know what, ne? My man, if no KO kena njaya mona mzanti. I'm
Agreed.
telling you.
Agreed.
So if
So we must have one cha.
eh?
We must have one Bobby
No,
in South Africa.
no, I'm just saying.
You can't have a Rex.
But
But that's what I'm saying to you. No, I'm not even being sarcastic.
Link out le podcaster fitla Velcro.
I'm being honest. I'm being honest.
Ona le podcast engwe e work nyana so ne.
Ka Velcro.
Welcome
Ke lebitso la ona?
eh.
They probably don't like
Ke lebitso la ona?
Tidai and what ne. Ka maiko I one o sukudisa jwa. So they were like
Tabi.
just
1
before-
hour. One. Whoa, 1 hour 42 minutes. 1 hour 41. Tabi, please. Just blip out there. So what I was saying
We
anyway.
must go to Free State, guys, so that people from Free
went
State
through a
don't
whole
have to
left.
pod in Joburg.
Yeah, because I feel like they feel not represented. We've not been hearing all these views that Questa is actually one of the most hated artists.
batla ndawo emnate batla ale setup e sharpo lo shapada
Aye.
I'm telling you hi.
Thank you.
That
That was Sliqe. He's not part of the podcast. That is not the
I've got
views
accommodation,
of the
so
podcast.
so we can hold him up to it. I've got accommodation in Velcro,
Thank you.
so if we have to do it, yeah.
Then that's facts. That's facts. We're doing that, man. Falcom,
It's
stand
just
up.
a house and a pakisa, but we'll find something
So what
else
I,
to go to.
what I would love though if there was like Velcom niggas like listening to this Velcom people. When I say niggas, I'm not only referring to guys
Even
because
the
some people
ladies.
get it wrong. Like if there's some Velcom people who had actually this very nice conversation, let us know what you guys think because
And the rest of the country.
these are the views and also yes and the rest of the country because these are the views from one person in one region. Great representation. It's not that we're saying it's a bad representation, but it's like we would then love to hear what is the view, especially because if I were to also then speak on the more entertainment industry side of it.
For me,
Is
the
that-
reason I take his opinion a little bit, it's because he's a promoter. Does events, he books people,
Yes,
and he knows what sells
Yes.
tickets.
And he gatekeeps.
yes.
On
So
top of it.
So yeah, so that's why it's Nami. It's because it's not like I'm just taking it, but it's like
Watch your eyes twinkle. Microphone check.